There have been some major rumors going around over the past couple of days hinting towards a Brock Lesnar WWE return, or at least there were talks between WWE and the Beast Incarnate to possibly bring back Brock in the near future, especially considering Brock's name has been alluded to on WWE television recently. However, there is a breaking new update that suggests these rumors of Brock Lesnar coming back to WWE anytime soon are overblown. One of our sources has reported that there are apparently no plans in creative for Brock Lesnar right now, and that there have allegedly been no conversations between Lesnar and WWE recently. As most of you guys are well aware, Brock Lesnar's name is tied to the ongoing Vince McMahon and Janel Grant lawsuit, so it did seem unlikely to us that Triple H and WWE would be bringing back Brock Lesnar until when and if his name is cleared, so we never put much stock in these rumors of Brock being brought back into the fold in WWE. However, this will likely be disappointing news for a lot of wrestling fans, as there are still a lot of dream opponents left for Brock if he were to return, with obviously the biggest one being Raw's World Heavyweight Champion Gunther. But here's what one of our insider sources had to report regarding Brock's current status with WWE, quote, "So, there's been a lot of talk recently within the wrestling community regarding Brock Lesnar returning to WWE, mainly because of the fact that Cody Rhodes alluded to Brock on Monday Night Raw this week during his face-off with World Heavyweight Champ Gunther ahead of Crown Jewel, but the sad reality is that Triple H and WWE don't have any plans of Brock coming back whatsoever. There have been no talks between WWE and Brock Lesnar, nor are there any plans in creative at all for Brock moving forward. We have been told that Brock Lesnar is still considered to be banned from WWE behind the scenes, in the same category as Vince McMahon, we have been told. Obviously, there are still some big opponents for Brock in WWE, including Gunther, or even a rematch with Cody Rhodes, but the tragic news to share here, guys, is that Brock Lesnar isn't coming back until his name is 100% cleared from the Vince McMahon, Janel Grant allegations and lawsuit, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. That's the decision Triple H has made behind the scenes in WWE, and what's tragic about this is that the Vince McMahon lawsuit is constantly being delayed, and it's unlikely anything will be resolved about that anytime soon, which means that Brock Lesnar's name won't be cleared anytime soon, and given the fact that Brock's already 47 years old, that likely means that WWE are missing out on what could have been one final run of Brock Lesnar in WWE before retiring. We've heard that Brock Lesnar is fully aware of his situation with WWE, and that he wouldn't be brought back until his name's cleared from the lawsuit, and considering the lawsuit is being delayed and won't be settled anytime soon, we've heard Brock's reluctantly decided to retire, as he feels he only had another year or so left that he would be able to perform at his best. Brock doesn't want to come back as a shell of his former self, so a WWE return is sadly out of the question for Brock Lesnar, and that's tragic news in all honesty considering he wants to come back, but WWE won't have him back until the lawsuit is over and done with and Brock's name is cleared. Truly a sad situation all around here. Now, if Brock Lesnar is eventually proven to be innocent in this Vince McMahon-Janel Grant lawsuit, it will certainly be pretty sad to look back that Brock Lesnar wanted to return to WWE right now for one final run, but was shut down by Triple H and other officials. It looks like we'll never get to see World Heavyweight Champion Gunther clash with Brock Lesnar in a legit one-on-one match, and that truly blows considering that would have been a WrestleMania main event caliber match. However, with that being said, if Brock Lesnar is proven to be guilty in his part in the Vince McMahon lawsuit, no doubt fans would be giving Hunter a lot of credit for sticking to his guns and refusing the temptation of bringing a megastar like Brock back to the company. WWE certainly don't want any more negative PR coming the company's way, and had Triple H decided to bring Brock Lesnar back prematurely and he was found to be guilty, that would be a terrible look for WWE. So while it's sad that Brock's not coming back to WWE to wrestle again, we do believe Hunter is making the right hard decision or choice overall to steer clear from Brock Lesnar, and the closest thing fans will get to Brock coming back to WWE is sometimes being mentioned on TV occasionally. Former Divas champion AJ Lee has certainly been away from the ring in WWE for what seems like an eternity, but according to a breaking new backstage rumor, that's about to change as AJ Lee is reportedly going to be returning to WWE in the very very near future. Now, there definitely have been rumors here and there over the years regarding AJ Lee possibly making a comeback to WWE, but it wasn't until the Cult of Personality CM Punk returned late last year that really kickstarted the rumor mill that AJ Lee was likely going to be following in her husband CM Punk's footsteps and make a big return to WWE at some point. It seemed impossible that CM Punk would ever return to WWE, so if that happened, most believed anything was possible, and that AJ Lee would be coming back to shake things up big time in the women's division on Raw or SmackDown. There was a recent report swirling around online that WWE are fully on board with the idea of AJ Lee returning if she's interested, and one of our insider sources has reported that AJ Lee not only has an interest in returning, but that she will be coming back very soon, with our source reporting the following details regarding AJ's impending comeback. Quote, "There has been a lot of talk over the past couple of days regarding a possible AJ Lee return in WWE. This comes after a report was published online suggesting that WWE would essentially be fully on board with the idea of AJ Lee making a comeback if it was something she was interested in, and from what we've gathered in the past day or so, not only is AJ Lee interested in returning to WWE, it's reportedly something that will be happening in the very near future, with one source noting that Triple H and WWE fully intend for AJ Lee to make her long-awaited return during the 2025 Women's Royal Rumble match on February 1st. We have heard that although AJ Lee has had an interest in returning to WWE for almost a year now, basically since CM Punk's return at Survivor Series last year, and has been training seriously to get back in wrestling shape and shake off the ring rust ahead of her return, AJ Lee made it clear that she was only going to return once it was clear that CM Punk's relationship with WWE was mended and that he had a good working relationship with the company. AJ Lee was a bit hesitant regarding how Punk's return would go down behind the scenes, but because of the fact that Punk has been on great terms with Triple H and most talent backstage, this has opened the door for AJ Lee to feel comfortable to make her return to the company. There is currently a rumor going around that AJ Lee has already signed a contract with WWE for her return, and that the company are just laying low when it comes to AJ and have no plans of announcing her comeback. Instead, WWE want AJ's return to be a big surprise for the Royal Rumble next year, and plan to stay quiet until she comes back in the Women's Royal Rumble match, but as of right now, all signs point to AJ coming back to WWE early next year, likely in a part-time capacity. So guys, by the sounds of it, AJ Lee will be back in WWE for the 2025 Royal Rumble this coming February, and sound off in the comments section below if you would be excited to see AJ Lee back in the women's division in WWE, and when she returns, which brand should AJ Lee be featured on, Raw or SmackDown? Let us know. Well guys, that's it for today's major wrestling news. Make sure you leave a like and comment, and also make sure you subscribe to the channel with notifications turned on so you'll never miss out on an episode. Finally, if you haven't already, give us a follow on Twitter at TSE Wrestling, and we will see you guys in the next video.